promise of God that we want to meditate on today is found in Psalm 37, verse 4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Let's go ahead and read from Psalm 37, verses 1 to 4. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pastures. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. I was spending time with one of the teens who has been studying the Bible and was explaining to him about how one of the marks of a disciple is that he has replaced his desires for the pleasures of the world with his desire for God and delight in Him. This really puzzled the teen. He could not grasp the idea of finding delight in God. Perhaps his idea of God is that you have to do a bunch of things and deny yourselves of the things that you enjoy.
I believe this is an idea that is common even among many who are disciples. In these verses of Psalm 37, we notice that it starts in verse 1 with not fretting or getting annoyed or even envious of those who do wrong. But instead, in verse 3, David tells us to trust in God and do good. Faith heals us from fretting. It helps us to see what our eyes limits us from seeing, and so we have peace and can go about doing good. So much of the outside in our lives depend on conditions of the inside.
Where there is heaven in the heart, there will be heaven in the house. And so he says in verse 3, dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. When we have come to this point, we can reach the height of delighting ourselves in the Lord. That teen that I mentioned in the beginning, he wanted to start here. But it begins with a choice of faith and will reach here as we continue in faith and grow in trust. Then we will learn to delight in God. Every name, attribute, word, or work of Jehovah should be delightful to us. And as we meditate in these, our souls should be satisfied beyond any possible delight that any living being can experience. Then the promise will be true in our lives. He will give us the desires of our heart. That heart that has found delight in the Lord will only desire what He desires and will only ask for nothing but what will please God. And so he can ask what our inmost desires, not our casual wishes. These deep, prayerful, asking desires are those to which this promise is made. A few questions for us to ponder. Do you still fret when you see those in the world? Are you growing in faith and have come to a point of trusting God? What are the desires that God has put in your heart?